I don't want to stay. It's not that I'm trying to stay away from politics.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just not trying to involve politics.
Because it's not just one person. Obviously, Uncle Joe's not running things. He's not in the right state of mind to run anything.
Oh.
I don't think he can run.
Uncle Joe's the man, bro.
I don't think he.
Uncle Joe. Just don't let him around your daughters or anything else if they're here or something.
That's a fact. Creepy dude, man. Creepy dude.
Good old Uncle Joe. He's good for a few laughs, but you don't want him at the party too long. You know what I'm saying?
Because it seems once you dive into it, you have to stay in it.
Yeah, and that's my thing. Is like, and honestly, I mean, all government's bad government. So
right, for the most part,
freedom.
Yeah, it's a necessary evil at times, but
libertarian is the way to go.
Yeah,
taxation is theft.
It's true,
except for at the point of sale.
What comes at the barrel of a gun.
Unless you want to take a deep breath through your fucking forehead, I suggest you reconsider.
So,
what?
Taxation always comes at the barrel of a gun.
Oh, yeah. I said except for at the point of sale. That's the only time we should be taxed.
Yeah. If you want to do it that way, where it's only when you purchase items.
I feel like it's any time products or services are exchanged.
Yeah.
And I think that it should be like a 12% tax.
Why not lower?
Well, because the county, city, county, state, and everything come out of it as well. So really, only the federal's only getting 4%. Because the point of sale tax right now is like 6 to 7%, depending on where you're shopping at.
Yeah.
Which county or city you're in.
That's true.
Now I agree. I think it should be lower, but I also understand that government does take money to fund. Yep. But when we just throw away billions for no freaking reason,
but government needs money to fund, but how much of it do they waste?
What?
How much of it do they waste? I mean, if they were funding government just to truly fund government,
right? That's what I'm saying. I think it should be 12%, and they should get everything they need out of that 12%. The city, state, county, and federal.
Just flat tax. So there's never any question. There's
Correct.
no exemptions. There's no nothing.
They can divvy it up how they want. Now, I mean, cities, counties, and states get revenue outside of that too. Mm-hmm. They get revenue from speeding tickets, court fines, fees, DUIs, all that kind of stuff. And that's still going to happen. The federal government should be funded strictly from the point of sale. Because if you're receiving income, you're going to spend that income. Mm. I don't think you have to be taxed every time money exchanges.
Right. You're saying income tax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the company is paying, you're paying. Mm-hmm. And if you give that money to somebody else, they're supposed to pay on it. Mm-hmm. And then when you buy something, you pay tax. Mm-hmm. And then now that company has it.
They pay taxes,
and they have to pay their corporate tax, their income tax, and then when they pay, they have to pay tax. It's a constant. Every time that money changes hands, you're paying a tax on it, and I think it should only come from products or services rendered. That's it.
What about property tax?
Taxation and stuff.
I agree. You never truly own your property if you have to pay property tax.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think you should have to pay a property tax.
I agree with that. If you
were
taxed on it at purchase,
right? No, that's what I'm saying. Just like a vehicle,
right?
We had the ad valorem tax on a vehicle,
right?
And then we had to pay a registration fee, but it's only $25 every year.
Yeah, but you're not having to drive your property around.
But that's what I'm saying. So the vehicle tax is 7%.
Yeah.
If they want to do a property tax at purchase, 12%, fine.
On the property, yeah.
Fine.
Can you wrap that into your mortgage?
Yes. All right. You wrap it into the loan.
So as long as it's paid, then
because
the
bank
and when you pay the mortgage off,
you own that property.
You own it free and clear. No more taxes ever.
That is your property.
Yeah. I agree with that. I mean, again, because otherwise, if you're paying property tax and the government can take it from you, you don't own it. That means the government owns your property. If you don't pay, they take it from you.
Yeah, I mean,
You are a renter.
Like let's be real here or whatever, right? So the government literally gets money not only annually from property taxes and everything else, but I mean income taxes.
How do we pay for schools if we don't have property tax, right?
You have a property tax. People are buying homes every year.
But Brent, if everybody pays their house,
You're still well, but you have more and more people being born every day.
It's like cars.
I mean,
this is the way I say.
Around,
that's what I was going to say.
Look around here. You have people getting married, being born, coming of age, that are constantly buying homes, selling homes, and everything else. And you're still going to get a property tax at the purchase every time that house is bought and sold.
Yep.
And you're getting a 12% of the total cost, and you're getting the money up front. Just like the government.
And if they sell it and somebody else buys it, you get that money again.
Exactly. And that's how the government pays their bills. They pay for a contract up front, and you have to manage that money throughout the entirety of the contract.
But Brent, if we don't have property taxes, how do we pay for things like firefighters?
You still have revenues from the counties and stuff.
I know. I'm just, yeah.
Yeah, I know. No, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you still have revenues and stuff. That's again, the speeding tickets, the DUIs,
all right. So
the
that's
code
a great
enforcement.
Point. So that's my fear. I think if we did what, which I agree with you, I think we should do away with those taxes or do it the way you're saying. But my fear is if we ever did that, as crazy as it seems, they would act like, ooh, well, now we've got to write more tickets. So we're really, you think they're revenue collectors as it is, sitting there in speed traps?
They can enforce the laws the way the laws are supposed to be enforced. Okay.
Yeah, but it'll be even worse is what I'm saying, because they'll be acting like that. I know it won't.
Have you seen the people around Atlanta driving down 85 and everything? They're going 90 miles an hour, and these cops are like, I need them to stop those people. If they...
Sometimes.
Bro, the amount of accidents around Atlanta are ridiculous.
But those are always slow speed accidents.
No, they're not.
I know it's not
Good
always.
luck,
I'm
everybody
not saying
else.
100%.
I mean, they
it's not 100%.
That's my exit.
Most accidents happen rush hour when you're at freaking bumper to bumper traffic.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's
again, somebody distracted driving, putting on their makeup or something, or talking on their phone and not stopping.
Right.
Those are laws that should be
I would say
enforced.
that's the majority of the accidents, though, is what I'm saying. Like, yes, there's high speed accidents that happen, but I don't think that's the majority.
They get revenue from accidents.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. You damage your own vehicle and nothing else sometimes. Yeah. Like if you wrecked your car and damaged no other property,
I think the federal
you
government,
still get a ticket.
The federal government should only get point of sale taxes.
I got you.
And they can get some property taxes too.
Up front. That's right. Well, that's what I was going to say. If you're wrapping it all in, everybody's going to be paying property taxes. How many people truly pay off their property? Yes, it happens, but I don't know too many that have their property.
We're talking about a 30-year loan.
That's what I'm saying.
Very few people pay.
And then,
a full
and then most people are going to sell their house anyway and buy another one. And so it's constantly turning over. I was going to say, the point I was going to make, it's similar to
finances grow.
It's similar to cars. Everybody, not everybody, but there are so many people. It's such a huge market that people buy new cars all the time. They offer things like free oil changes for life, free tires for life, because they know you're not going to have that car for the duration of its life. You're going to sell it. You'll have it for a few years and you'll sell it. So you maybe you go through 2 sets of tires. They don't care. That's nothing to them. That's a drop in the bucket. So they expect you won't have the vehicle long, whether you sell it and get another vehicle or whether it gets wrecked.
Well, hold on.
So they don't care.
We're not even discussing. You're saying so.
No. I'm just making the point of where the taxes come in. Everybody, but let me finish my thought. I'm making the point of where the taxes come in because people would argue, yeah, but you buy a vehicle and you pay taxes on it one time and it's done, or property taxes for the house. You buy a house, you pay taxes that one time and it's done, and you'll never pay taxes again. But I'm saying the point is there's always people that are going to be buying.
But here's my
just
point
like
where it
cars.
comes with that. What I was saying is you still pay taxes on any purchase or services rendered, right?
Yep.
So my point is, even if you don't sell your house, you're still going to pay taxes every time you have to repair that house.
Yeah.
Roof,
on the labor,
roof repair,
all that junk.
AC
Materials,
repair, new refrigerators, new appliances, new flooring, the houses need maintenance too. They're still getting taxes off of that house throughout the lifetime, even of people who don't buy houses. But then the people who are buying and selling and remodeling and all that, they're getting more and more taxes and everything.
That's the point I was making.
But I want people to understand, even when you buy a house, if you pay that house off and you never move out, the government's still getting taxes.
Right.
They may not get it every year, but you're going to buy something for your house every year.
Right.
And guess what? When you buy that thing for your house, they're getting 4%.
Right.
Well, they're getting 12%, but I mean, however they want to split it up between the city, state, government, whatever.
I'd be interested to see the number, the percentage of people that truly stay in a house for their entire lives. I know it happens, but most people don't. And like you said, there's new people born every day. Everybody needs a house or someplace to stay. A lot of people move so much for work.
There may be the ones that buy a house, buy another house, and keep their old house and give it to their children or something, or they rent it out.
So what do you think if they transfer
I think there should be a
property,
renter's tax.
they transfer the property to their children?
No, that's still theirs.
I agree with
That's
you.
an estate.
Just curious.
That's an estate.
So no death tax?
No, yeah, that's crap. That's BS.
Yes,
And I'm
I
going to
agree.
tell you why. Because I live my life and I built an estate. I built something.
To leave for your kids.
Why wouldn't I be able to give that to my children without a burden?
Right.
Because I was smart enough to handle my finances correctly, pay everything off. I should be able to leave that to my children without putting an additional burden on them of, well, now you got to pay tax on it.
Yeah. No,
An inheritance tax or whatever it is.
And that's the worst part about properties and stuff like that. Because, I mean, you know how many properties people lose that has been in their family for generations, and they just can't afford the property taxes anymore, and they end up losing it. They have to sell it or whatever. Simply because property taxes go up. If it's in a high valued area or people encroach on it, right, it builds up around it, and the value of that property goes up. The property taxes go up.
Bro, they're building houses every day.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I mean, there's multiple houses going up nationally every day.
A lot.
Yeah. I mean, they won't even stop building around Atlanta. Apartments and everything.
Can't. 70, almost. It's around about 70,000 people moved into the Atlanta area last year.
Renting.
Yep.
Renting is a service, though.
I think it was the third largest in the United States.
I think there can be a render that's a service rendered. I think there could be a tax on that.
Oh, what was that?
For renting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think there can be a tax on that.
Well, renting is a point of sale.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So
a property owner of a rental complex, apartment complex or whatever, would still pay taxes.
They pay taxes up front because the build out.
Right.
And they pay the property tax.
Because they're selling as a rental every month.
And they pay the property tax up front.
They would pay taxes on that rental every month.
Exactly. Because they're providing a service.
Right.
People are renting from them. So the renters pay a tax. That's wrapped up into the rent.
12% or so.
That's wrapped up in the rent, whatever it is.
I gotcha. Yeah.
And then the owner of the rentals provide that tax.
I mean, it's the same way any other grocery store does it right now. If the taxes go up on them, they just pass it down to the consumer anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that is what I'm saying. But it would entice people to own property too.
Yeah.
But
that's not what people want.
No, I don't.
That's not what the government wants. The government doesn't want you to own property.
I don't believe in this. You will own nothing and be happy. BS.
You don't believe you will own nothing and be happy, or you don't believe they're trying to accomplish that?
Oh, I believe they're trying to accomplish that.
Okay,
I believe I will not be happy if I don't own anything.
Of course. I think most people are that way. If they don't own anything, they wouldn't be happy.
I have seen some ridiculous YouTube videos.
Younger generation is
otherwise
different. Yeah.
Commies.
Yeah. They don't care. They don't want to cut their grass or nothing. I want to live in an apartment so I never have to worry about my lawn.
That's insane.
I never have to worry about maintenance.
That's insane.
That's the way people think. I've known a bunch of people that way. They're like, I don't want to have to worry about maintenance. So if my
Don't you
water
wanna
heater
call
goes out,
something your own.
I do.
You're literally leaving
Yeah.
nothing to your children. But you know what? This younger
Hey, some
generation,
people don't care about
I don't
that
even
either.
think they're thinking about their children.
Heck, most of them probably don't even want children.
They're all trans.
They're all trans.
Taking these hormone blockers and everything. All right, hold on. You know Planned Parenthood when it was first established, what, back in the
Margaret
60s?
Sanger.
Was it back in the 60s?
I don't know when it was. I know
60s or
Margaret
70s,
Sanger.
whenever it was.
Yeah.
They were sterilizing black people.
Yeah, that was the intent behind it. Yes.
Yeah. And of course, now everybody's like, oh, no, that was just, whatever.
Yeah.
They were sterilizing them.
Yeah.
To stunt the population
Sanger was
growth.
a huge racist. Yes.
Yes. You don't think they're trying to do the same thing with this hormone blockers?
Hillary Clinton won the Margaret Sanger Award. Is Hillary Clinton also a huge racist?
Yes.
I would venture to guess so, but that's my personal opinion. I have nothing to back
you
that
need
up.
to be careful. I don't agree with him.
Whoa! I don't want to get disappeared by the Clintons.
The Clinton syndicate is not. I'm big fans. Big fan.
Can we erase this part of the video?
We'll edit it in post.
We'll edit it.
We'll edit my part. It'll only show me disagreeing completely.
Wait. You're gonna keep mine in there?
Listen,
All right.
but here's my thing though. I think they're doing the same
Are
thing.
you just sitting higher in your chair than I am, or what? You just
I'm
have a longer
freaking
torso.
taller than you.
You have a longer torso.
I do. That's why I spread my fat out very well. I am proportional.
Yep.
But anyway, taxation is theft. I think there should be point of sale taxes only.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think that's a good idea. I think it's dumb, and especially
Tell me
like I said,
why.
when we're sending so much money overseas to all these other countries, it's insane the amount. I mean, look at what we could do for our own people if we just had that money here.
We are so wasteful and corrupt. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. That's what gets me the most. I don't mind helping other countries, but we got to be able
Not
to help
me.
ourselves first.
I'm not wasteful and corrupt. I'm just wasteful,
Yeah, just wasteful, not corrupt
not corrupt.
yet.
Not corrupt.
No, but yeah, it's crazy.
But
If we had just a fraction of the money that we waste, that we throw away on stupid stuff, I mean, I can't even imagine what we'd be able to do. Everybody talks about ending hunger. Nobody wants hunger to end.
Bro,
I say
if they
nobody in the
had-
government
they
wants hunger
had
to truly end.
how many billions of dollars have they sent over to Ukraine?
Oh, I don't know. It's hundreds of billions. It may be-
Hundreds of billions.
Maybe close to $1 trillion. It may be over $1 trillion by now.
Hundreds of billions.
Yeah.
Let's just say hundreds of billions.
Yep.
We'll be on the conservative side of that. They could have done so much for us during COVID.
Oh, yeah.
They could have done so much more. If you're really going to stop our economy, and I mean, inflation's ridiculous.
Yep. Inflation's great, Joe Biden says. Uncle Joe says inflation's great. No problem.
Okay, so they're giving billions to Ukraine, millions and millions to illegal immigrants,
Yep.
migrants, asylum seekers, whatever you want to say, and we still have homeless everywhere.
Yeah. No, and that's weird. They came into the country illegally, and yet our government is supporting them. So does that make it illegal?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, yes. I'm just saying it's weird to
It's
have
illegal,
that.
and our government are a bunch of freaking crooks.
Yes. Well, we know that. Yes. It's weird to be able to call it illegal, but the government supports it. It's insane. When the government no longer follows the rule of law, what do we have?
Fascism, communism.
Dictatorship. But it's the government as a whole. Is it banana republic?
Yeah,
They kind of do what they want.
yeah.
Because it's not just one person. Obviously, Uncle Joe's not running things. He's not in the right state of mind to run anything.
Oh.
I don't think he can run.
Uncle
freaking
Joe's the
lawnmower.
man, bro.
I don't think he.
Uncle Joe. Just don't let him around your daughters or anything. He'll sniff their hair or something.
That's a fact. creepy dude, man. Creepy dude.
Good old Uncle Joe. He's good for a few laughs, but you don't want him at the party too long. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Did we talk about enough here?
Probably.
Supported, hopefully, one day, sponsored by Indian Motorcycles.
Jesus. You're trying too hard.
All right.
All right. Well, we'll see if we got any good.
Let's get some freaking food.
I'm hungry. Taxation and stuff.
I don't know why it's always got to turn into these stupid conversations about Uncle Joe. Nobody even likes Uncle Joe.
Uncle Joe is the man.